You're listening to episode number 35 of the Unknown Games podcast. Hey, everyone. Thank you for always joining us and showing so much big support over the last week. I mean, I was surprised. Alex was surprised. We felt like superstars rising up, breaking all limits. I think that's what the title of the show comes from. Actually, it doesn't, but hey, I can link it any way I want to, everybody. Yo, it's a great show. Like I said, we're going to keep it short this week. It's only about 20 minutes. Actually, it's 40 minutes. And then we try to keep it short. We promise we try to, but every time we run over just like this intro, and it always ends up being 2 minutes. Everyone, honestly, thank you so much for all that you do, for being here with us in and out every week. We can't express enough love to you. And supporting the YouTube channel. Yo, me and Alex playing games together. It's been pretty fun, and we got some more content coming up as well. Probably later next week. So anyways, we hope that you're having a good week, staying safe, doing what you do, putting out what you do into the world, being creative, being loving, being kind, and sharing. There's a lot of things that have been happening in the world, and they're all important. And we hope that you are stayed tuned into those events and doing your best to participate in your own way. Now, we're not going to comment any further, but, we're both people of color on this show. So we have feelings. We have feelings about the current things going on, and this is me personally saying my own thing. That we want to hopefully be an inspiration to you, and hopefully whatever we make, we hope that it inspires you to make something else as well. So thank you all. We love you, and like we said, stay safe from everything. Do what you got to do. Rise up. Break your limit. I don't know. But tell your friends and family. I'm just playing. I'm not going to do the spiel. After this, you're going to hear the sponsorship break. And after that, you're going to hear the show. Once again, thank you, everybody. Much love. Peace. Hey everyone, welcome to episode number 35 of the Unknown Games podcast. I'm your host Adrian, and I am joined as always by my wonderful, awesome co-host Alex.
Hey, what's up, Alex?
And I forgot to start a timer. I'm starting a timer right now just to keep you guys. We're gonna go super fast today. We're gonna have like a super energetic episode, like Red Bull meets what is that stuff you're drinking these days? Gamer?
Oh,
fuel?
Zone.
Zone.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, Zone. This energy drink that is apparently on Twitch on like ads all over the place.
If you're in Japan, yeah. If you're in Japan.
Is it a energy drink like available all over the world, or is it just Japan?
I am pretty sure it's Japan only.
I've tasted so I had it at Evo Japan, and it was like, me and a couple of people that went with me were like, this tastes like some syrupy.
Was it at Evo Japan? Because it launched like officially like last month. So
yeah, it was Evo Japan. I'm pretty sure, unless that was Gamer Fuel, but it was like they were handing it out as a sample, and I was like, this isn't Monster, and It had like the little rainbow kind of colored logo on the emblem. I don't know, but I think that's what it was, unless it was Gamer Fuel. I don't know. I haven't found Gamer Fuel here, right?
I'm pretty sure it's not sold in Japan, and Zone launched like really recently. I think they had like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Like, I think they had what they called a beta test last year.
Wait, a beta test for energy drink?
Yeah. So the whole thing with Zone, I mean, if you want to talk about it right now, but the whole thing with Zone is that it's supposed to be like, this is the way they market it, like a digital contents enjoyment energy drink. So if you are a gamer, if you're a creative artist, you're working on your computer a lot, a coder or whatever. Yeah. If you're on your computer a lot and you need to focus, that's what this energy drink is like. That's the marketing for this drink. So
everyone.
It's supposed to help you. Yeah, it's everyone basically. Yeah. So it's to help you like enjoy digital contents. So on the can, the logo looks like a sideways power button.
Right.
And then on the can near the top, it says version 1.0.0. So like version 1 of an energy drink. And apparently, like last year, like end of last year, they had like beta 0.9 or something. That was like sold in like a limited capacity or handed out somehow. I don't know. But the official like version 1 launch for this energy drink was like a couple weeks ago.
That is
and I've been drinking it. I've been drinking it. Oh, I've been drinking a lot of it.
See, that's what's even more insane. Like I tried some of it for lunch again. I got the I think it's like a cherry flavor. It's in the red can version.
Oh, Firewall, yeah,
The Firewall, yeah.
Firewall, yeah.
Like, dude, this is. I mean, it's all right. It's an energy drink. You know, it's not too special or anything. But at least it doesn't have that whole the specific energy drink taste to it. You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah, you're talking about like the Red Bull taste, right?
Yeah. It doesn't have the Red Bull taste. So I'm like, okay, you know, I'm cool with it. I might drink it for lunch, like in place of a Coca-Cola. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So that did launch like Alex said, and I don't know, if you're in Japan, you should definitely get some. And we're talking about Japan because we both live in Japan, and this is a podcast about Japan-ish. Sometimes, you know, sometimes we talk about our Japanese lives, or no, our lives in Japan, not our Japanese lives. That's weird.
Like we're living a double life, yeah.
we're living that double standard life, that double life, doubles. But no, we do talk about games. That is our main point. We talk about some games and some anime sometimes, which has all been delayed this season. So
I haven't been watching anything. Yeah.
I literally tuned out of anime. Like, I was following it. Tower of God is the only thing I've been trying to watch, and it just stopped on Amazon Prime after 7 episodes, and it's still going. It's just not being uploaded. So I guess they're on delay again. Thanks, COVID. Darn it.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep this one short and keep it moving. Alex, you said you've been playing, I think it was AI, the Somnium files, or you finished it like in a weekend?
Yeah, so I binged it in like a single weekend.
What? So I remember you telling me it was like a visual novel game, and it has like that. I looked up a little bit, and it's super anime aesthetic as well.
Oh yeah, it really has that kind of feel to it. I mean, it looks like it, and then it has the same kind of beats as an anime would. Like, you know how anime gets like no matter how serious an anime is, it'll always have some comedic relief somewhere, and it's always like slapstick, right?
It's always slapstick.
It's always something really, really dumb. Like,
it's always
really
that character.
Like,
it's always one character who just keeps bringing the slapstick. You're like, dude, what's wrong with you? Like, do you exist in our reality?
And it's always like the dumbest kind of slapstick. Like someone like looks at porn or something, or like accidentally like touches a girl's butt. It's something really, really dumb like that, right?
Or yeah, it's typically that.
So it has the same kind of story beats as an anime. But I mean, this game came out in September, October, something last year. I can't remember, but I had my eye on it because the writer of this game previously worked on a bunch of other visual novels at Spike Chunsoft. Like, he worked on the Zero Escape series, which is like kind of like a sci-fi mystery visual novel game combined with escape room elements. And I really like escape rooms. I think they're just really fun. So
interesting. I mean,
it was a really fun series to play through. And if you guys haven't played it, like, I really do recommend it if you just like kind of sci-fi kind of stuff.
Okay. And I mean, I know in real life you've been to a lot of escape rooms here in Tokyo. I've only been to one, maybe. Solving puzzles racks my brains, and it hurts. It hurts me. I cannot do critical thinking. Is this game like, if you have to, is this also kind of an escape room type scenario, or is it just like a mystery scenario? I forgot.
Kind of. Okay. So similar to Zero Escape, like, it's a lot of story, like a ton of story, a lot of voice acting, a lot of like reading, basically. Mm-hmm. And then you have they're not quite escape rooms in this game, but they're, let's just call them like puzzle segments, and you kind of have to figure out like what happened. So this game is a murder mystery, right? So people will die. Spoiler: people will die. And you have to like figure out what happened, basically. Yeah. Or not like, well, eventually who done it, but like in the scene, what unfolded, what events unfolded, right? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So you do have some puzzle elements in this game. And what I really like about his stories is that, like, the director is Kotaro Uchikoshi. But what I like about his stories is that they always employ some kind of sci-fi. And some kind of like quantum mechanics, like alternate timeline,
jumping and crap. Oh gosh,
exactly. So I'm super into that, and this game has the same kind of thing. So in his previous games, in Zero Escape, like, same thing. It has to do with alternate timelines, but it really plays with the idea that like every decision you make splits the timeline and keeps splitting, and the timeline keeps getting different and different, right, as you keep making decisions.
Which is really interesting. And I think for like a kind of mystery who done it, that makes it super complicated, or at least on the surface, you know what I mean? So to give
Yeah.
him a lot of credit to tell a story, or the writers to tell a story that has those branching possibilities to still let you kind of get where you need to get to figure out who did it is pretty interesting, pretty creative, honestly.
Yeah, so this game also has multiple timelines, and depending on which branch you go down, like different people will die.
Oh no.
So yeah, and then but the real culprit, the actual super bad guy, it's the same bad guy
It's the
no
same
matter
guy?
what.
Okay.
You just have to figure out which timeline, like you have to figure out what choices will lead you down the right timeline to actually find the guy.
Because you don't want to be trapped in the darkest timeline.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, like,
Just
yeah.
roll
No,
that
it's really
die,
good.
everybody.
It's really good. So I mean, I binged it. I didn't binge it because I was like, oh, I gotta finish it. I binged it because I couldn't stop
It
playing.
was just that good.
Yeah, it was like 3 a.m, 4 a.m, and I'm like, oh, I'm almost done this chapter. I'm gonna do it. And then before I knew it, I'm like, well, I should have slept like an hour ago. But yeah, super good. What about you? What are you playing?
So I also hop into, it's not a visual novel, but I finished up Sunset Overdrive, and that stream was actually it was a pretty funny stream. Like the way the game ended, then fourth walled itself and to not ending, and I mean it was just a hilarious ending. I got to say, if you haven't played Sunset Overdrive and you can get it on Xbox One or PC, you should definitely pick it up. It's a nice, fun, easy comedic game. If you love Borderlands humor, I found it better than that, but hey, I mean, just lots of self-referential stuff. And after that, so I went from playing this really nice sunny game about comedic elements, just really stupid, to playing A Plague's Tale, and that it was dark. That's all I gotta say is it's dark. The narrative for A Plague's Tale is really nice. Essentially, you play a sister, and you also have a little brother who's like 5 years old, and you're trying to kind of figure out what's causing this plague. Actually, you're not even trying to figure out what's causing it. You're trying to escape from a plague, and you just know your brother has some sort of illness. He's not contagious, and you need to get him to a doctor. That's where I'm at right now. And it's a mix of stealth and puzzle gameplay. It's very open, and that's what kind of actually made me impressed, is that you can solve some of the stealth elements of the game in different ways. It's not just a linear solution, which made it really really nice. The game has good pacing, so I ended up playing a lot longer than I thought I was going to play. I was going to play like 2 hours on stream. I ended up playing almost 3 hours just because, and I would have played longer. I really would have played longer because you just fly through I guess their chapters. And yeah, if you haven't played it, I definitely recommend picking that up. And
That's cool.
you don't like
Is it
rats.
on sale right now, or did you pick it up on sale?
I picked it up on sale on Steam, I think a couple of weeks ago. If I remember, it was like half off for about $20, if I remember. Yeah. It's
Okay,
about
yeah, that's pretty cool.
$20. So it's a good game. Like I said, super narrative, story driven. The little brother is so cute, man. Like when you find flowers, because he couldn't go outside, he's like, I love these flowers. And what he knows, he's studied about them, so he'll be like, you must take this flower, and then he'll give it to you, and he'll stick it in your hair, and you'll be like, thanks. Now don't die, don't fuck up, stay alive.
You know he's gonna die though, yeah, for sure.
I don't know what he's gonna do. Sometimes he just runs off on his own, like he's just like, hey, I see something. Don't leave me. I mean, they try to make him act like a little 5-year-old in the times that they can. But I hope he doesn't die. He better not
Okay.
die. I don't want to see a little kid die. This little French kid.
Do you know how long the game is?
I don't know. So I went through 4 chapters in 2.5 hours to 3 hours, and I don't know how many more there are. I really don't. I don't want to look it up, but I can't imagine this game being more than about 13 hours, maybe. Like
Oh, okay.
maybe it might not even get that far. Might
Yeah.
be 10.
I try not to do it for certain games. Like I didn't want to do it for AI Somnium files, but when I get a new game, I'll tend to look up how long it takes most players, so I can like kind of plan out my gaming schedule, so I can be like, oh, I'm going to be done this game by then, and I can move on to this game or something like that.
Which is smart. It's smart. Like, because we're actually playing a fair bit of games since this year. I mean, going through our backlogs, and I mean, I looked at the list of games I've streamed and completed, and it's like 7 at the moment. And
Yeah.
I haven't finished 7 games in about probably 7 years.
Yeah, I'm up there too. I've been playing a lot of RPGs, so I think like they take up a lot of time.
Yeah, each one is 30 to 50 to 100, depending on which one you're playing.
Yeah,
I say
depending
to
on which
100,
one, yeah.
and we know which one that
Yeah,
is.
just a couple that get up there, but yeah.
It's just a couple, but that's pretty much it. And I don't know. Do we want to take a break? We're just kind of like flying through this. We don't really have too much to talk about this week. I guess we don't have to really take a break. We can just go on into like the news, which is the news. No!
Sure.
You got me. Yeah, there. That's the news, everybody. The news this week, and I think all of this news will have happened. Will have literally just happened by the time you listen to this podcast. So number one is Sony's going to have their kind of PlayStation 5 game. Well, we'll just call it the PlayStation 5 reveal conference or whatever online thing they're doing on June 4th. Yeah, June 4th. They're going to be potentially showing us some games. I don't know. What are you excited to see? Is there anything you're hoping for?
I don't know, man. I don't know what to like. I don't know what I want personally. Like, I like JRPGs, so I want to see more of that. I would say Tales of Arise because they announced that like last year.
Ah, that's right.
Code Vein 2. I'd be pretty stoked to see because I liked Code Vein 1. Metal Gear Solid complete collection on PS5. So like one.
Everything.
I mean, like a remake of Metal Gear Solid would be crazy. That'd be really cool. But if they do that, could they do it? I don't know. Because like, they do it? I mean, Konami owns Metal Gear Solid, but the team that makes Metal Gear Solid isn't there anymore. So they would have to outsource the project. But the thing about Metal Gear Solid, is that if you want to play Metal Gear Solid, you have to play the PlayStation original or the Twin Snakes remake on GameCube.
Oh wait, was it also in the kind of the trilogy that was on? Was it PS3? I can't remember.
No, it wasn't.
Oh man.
So HD collection. Are you referring to HD collection?
Yeah, the HD collection.
Yeah, HD collection was 2, 3, and Peace Walker.
That's so weird.
But if you bought, I think it was called Metal Gear Solid Legacy or something like that. It was included in that game as a PS1 download, like a PSN code.
Okay, that's right, because it is on PSN. I played the original on disc. That's right, on my PS2. I mean, it's on PlayStation, but I had for a disc, anyways.
Yeah. So if you want to play Metal Gear Solid, you have to play it on as a download on a PS3 or a Vita or a PSP, or like just legit on a PlayStation 1. I think it's on the PlayStation Classic, maybe.
But dude, this is going into that land of territory where it's like if you got to play it on like X amount of crazy systems, let's just get it real. What we really want, we want Chrono Trigger and Xenosaga.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, Chrono Cross, because Chrono Trigger's on PC.
No, we want the remake versions. I want the remake versions.
God,
I want the money versions. I don't know about Xenosaga being a money version, but I was talking to a friend, and he was just like, "Yo, if Dot Hack freaking GU can get some love for this,
Xenosaga, right? I know.
Yeah, give it to us. Give it to us."
So I would love a remake of Metal Gear Solid, but that's a lot of work. So if not that, at least just give me another way to play 2, 3, Peace Walker, and 4, because 4 is trapped.
4 is trapped on PS3 forever. That's not coming. No, don't. Right. It's never gonna happen.
It's good though. Like you played 4, right?
I played 4. I bought it when it first came out, dude. It was so amazing.
I love 4. I really like 4. Yeah.
I had a friend who bought a PS3 just for, like, a lot of people just bought a PS3 for that game. And I remember my friend was like, "Yeah, I got it. I beat it." And then I traded my PS3 in as well. I was like, "What the?"
Like, yeah, no, at least keep it. Like, you might want to play another game on it, man. I don't know.
Like, I'm done with it. I was like, "Oh, okay. That's good for you, man. You got money like that. Ball on."
Anyways, what about you? What kind of games would you want to see announced?
I would definitely love to see, of course, Bloodborne, like a Bloodborne like
Two?
2. But then we get into like Elydian, Elden Ring, Elydian Ring or whatever. I don't
Elden Ring.
know
That's
Elden
that is
Ring,
that done? I read a report somewhere that it's done.
like Dead Done, like
Not done. No, no, like
oh
it's
okay, the game is
it's
just
like
finished. Okay, it's gonna
yeah.
be for like this gen. Yeah, in that case then yeah, Bloodborne. Give me a Bloodborne 2 or something from that team, which is this. It's still a Souls team. So we also have stuff from like the well, I'm trying to think of it. I can never remember the dog game. The dog cat dog.
What are you
Guardian.
talking about?
The Last Guardian. There we go.
Oh, The Last Guardian.
Yeah, Team Eco. I'd like to see something from them. Anything that they can do with story-driven, narrative-based games, I'm always happy. I don't know, but I bet $10 somehow David Cage will have a David Cage
Oh
game.
yeah,
That's just
Quantic
gonna
Dream.
be
Yeah.
up there.
Quantic
Dream.
Yeah,
It's gonna
yeah,
be there.
yeah.
We're gonna be like, oh, this is a tech demo for this wonderful game. I'll be like,
Yeah.
what is this again? It's gonna be there.
Yeah, that's actually funny because I think that's very likely. Yeah.
We're gonna have it. But I'd like to see, of course, the kind of loading that they've been talking about. That's the main thing. The kind of cool land, like just open world games that we'll be able to play that have no loading, or just I don't know. I just want to see that thing in reality. Just give it to me. That's all I want. I want that justified. I want this weird SSD concept that I'm trying to wrap my head around still. To be
Yeah, I mean they keep saying that I'll like change the game, but like
want to see the game changed.
I want to see like really how because like no load times, and I'm like okay, that sounds really cool. But I mean like if you have a high-end PC, you're probably using an NVMe drive.
Yeah, you're probably already doing something really similar. So how is it different? How is this changing it?
Yeah.
But I just thought I want either a Ratchet and Clank or a Sly Cooper.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. Why not like a Crash Bandicoot, whatever? Like
I don't.
New Crash Bandicoot.
I'm,
No, you
I'm
never
okay.
played Crash Bandicoot. No?
I was never a Crash kid. I never played it. I played a little bit of it in like demo stations, but I was like, nah, man, I don't get this.
I put a lot of it as a kid because I think I got a PlayStation. I got my PS1 like for Christmas or whatever. And then like a lot of kids, I don't know if it was like a bundle or something, but I got Crash Bandicoot.
I think
with my
there was definitely
PlayStation,
a bundle. There was definitely a bundle on that.
Yeah. So as a kid, I played a lot of Crash Bandicoot, and I played a lot of like PlayStation Underground Demo Disc 2. Like what I mean?
those PS2 Underground discs. Yes, I still have mine. I still have mine at home, and I'm
Yeah.
because they would mail them to you too. I got mine mailed, and then I would also get them from like official PlayStation magazine. So I just have a whole stack of like 30, 40 demo disc.
They were the best. They were
Right?
the best. Yeah,
That
they
was
were like as a kid, you got to sample like all these games.
And you got like that is the first time like I played Devil May Cry was on one of those demo discs, and I was like, oh my gosh, I fell in love with it. And then I was the first time I played Shinobi as well. Like, oh my goodness, give me. They're not gonna give me a Shinobi remake, but that game was stupid, borderline difficult to like unbalanced level at some point. But I enjoyed that game. And after that, anyways, moving on slightly. Unless I don't know, unless you have anything else you want to talk about with the Sony land.
No, I want to see the console. I want to see what it looks like now.
That's actually true.
Yeah, I want to see the console now.
Will it be a V?
I hope to God no. I honestly hope to God no.
I don't know what I want it to be. Like, I don't want it to be the Spire. I don't want it to be a Spire like Xbox, but I don't want it. You know what? If they could do something that's compact, and this is really crazy because I know that they're talking about like at least the fan noise is going to be reduced by X amount and all this type of stuff. It's going to be more power efficient. I don't know. Like, I want something that saves space slightly.
So you know what would blow my mind? Like really blow my mind, is if it was liquid cooled, like a small high end PC.
That would. How much would that chalk it up though? Would the price have to go up?
How much? I mean, obviously
we don't know how much the price is. How much do you think the price is? Do you think they're going to reveal the price?
They might do that. But the thing is, if you buy a liquid cooling all-in-one for your PC, you can get one for like $200 or something. But if Sony's buying liquid coolers in like bulk, like we're talking huge bulk,
yeah,
right? Like I'm sure they could maybe get the price down a little bit, but it would probably bump up the cost of a system by like $100-ish, $150.
Yeah.
So you would still have a fan. Obviously, you have to have a fan, but it would be quieter because instead of having one or two fans like ejecting hot air. You have one fan that's just cooling a radiator.
Right, right. That would be
Uh,
really. Oh man, that would be nice. That would be nice. I'm.
that would blow my mind if
That would
Sony
blow my
was
mind.
just like, if Sony's just like, we're liquid cooling our system. Because, I think the
It even
reason
sounds
why,
cooler too. Honestly, it
because of
sounds cooler.
liquid cooled, I think the Xbox Series X is shaped like that.
Hmm.
It's to assist with cooling, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. So the hot air is rising anyway. So might as well just
Yeah, and then it
shoot it up.
probably has two fans, like maybe one intake fan on the bottom and one exhaust fan at the top, just to force the air to go through it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm assuming that's why it looks like that. But if Sony just like, oh my god, that would just blow my mind. If like, yeah, it's a
Hey
liquid
man,
cooled
I just want
box.
that thin dream because like when like it got crazy when PS2 Slim came out and like Wii because there's you can put them anywhere. You can stack them, stand them. I mean, frick,
Yeah,
you can take them in a backpack for goodness
I
sake. Like,
know. I have a PS2 Slim on my shelf right here. Actually, it's just like 1.5 DVD like case thickness.
yeah, it's just like a DVD. It's insane. Like if they can get when we get to that level, I think everyone would just have gaming built into their house. Like, I mean, it's
Yeah.
pretty much everywhere anyways. But
To be fair, though, I think with current tech, it'd be very difficult to get something
mm,
to that
to
size
that size,
because you need a CPU and a GPU, and then you have to cool those components. Your hard drive can get small if you have like an NVMe drive; those are very, very, very small. So you could get the drive to be that small, but you need either like a fat power brick, like your power supply, or something like that. You know what I mean?
we'll get the 360 all over again. Freaking
Do
power
you remember
brick of
that
doom.
beast?
That power brick of doom, dude. I had to carry two of those at one time for like two 360s I had. That was the power brick took so much room.
That power brick was hilarious,
You can
but
hit somebody with it.
to be a little bit nicer to Microsoft, the Wii U actually had a pretty hefty power brick as well.
And that really long sensor cord. God bless it.
Oh yeah,
The sensor cord was so long. I'd be like, why? Why Nintendo? Why?
I
Don't we
think like
just get rid of this?
I really take for granted just how nice the PS4 is because it has the internal power supply. There's no brick,
Yep, yep.
and it's not that big either. I have a Pro, which is thicker than the base, either
Looks
the vanilla or the slim PS4.
Which they look like how can I say like pancakes? That's what I think of it. It looks like pancakes being stacked.
I like the design. I don't know about you, but I actually like the design of the Pro.
I like the original, but not the Pro. I don't know. There's something about the pancakes on it. I don't know, man. Pancakes.
I don't know. Well, I don't know. It's higher for some reason. Maybe for the cooling. Actually, I never like thought about why the Pro is thicker. I'm assuming it's cooling.
We'll go with cooling. We'll go with
Yeah.
cooling. But something that else that Sony has said is that they're going to make sure that anything that is exclusive first party that is on PS5 that runs exclusively on PS5. I hope I said that right. So Microsoft on the other hand is doing the approach of if you buy it on Xbox Series X, it will also run on your Xbox Series God. No, it's so
The
hard.
the One X, right?
The One X, yeah. So anything you buy for that next gen system will be backwards compatible. But that's just first party games. That's first party games on both sides. I don't know. I think that's it is what it is. Thanks for laying down the law, everybody. I hope we get some good experiences on both systems. I don't think there's going to be anything that's you know going to blow our mind on launch potentially, but 2 or 3 years down the line, I think we'll get some crazy stuff. AKA, I'm just waiting for that episode 2 and 3 of Final Fantasy VII,
Oh yeah, I'll be dead by
or
then.
or 4. How many episodes they do, however they want to do it. And also, by the time this podcast comes out, you will not. That's right. I'm sorry. League of Legends Wild Rift, which is the mobile version of the game, is going to be in alpha only in Brazil and the Philippines on June 6th, like starting from June 6th. The game looks really good. I'm not a League fan, but it was always weird seeing all these League clones on mobile devices. Like, there's so many of them, and they're so popular, but there was never a League of Legends proper.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
I don't know. It just always baffled me. So, anyways, that's happening. A lot of heroes. I watched the dev video, the dev diary. If you want to watch it, just go check out their channel. It's actually really interesting. They crammed a lot of heroes in there. It seems like they're balancing for mobile specifically. So some heroes will play exactly like they will on the phone, not the phone, but the PC, while other heroes will have slight tweaks to their moves and abilities to kind of make them more viable or play as close as possible to their PC counterparts, as well as using the dual sticks. So, anyways, Valorant is also going to be out for everyone. Yay! On June 2nd. So, by the time this podcast is up, you should be playing Valorant if you want to. Play it? I'm definitely gonna play it. I've wanted to try it out, and it's gonna be, especially like, I know you have played CS a lot, and I know there's a couple other people.
I didn't play a lot actually. I didn't play CS. No, I played Call of Duty, which is like the other end of that spectrum, and like arena shooters. So that's where most of my shooting experience is.
Yeah, I'm looking. I want to try it out just because they have some cool looking. I like the art design of the game. That's really what has me kind of like interested. And, after looking at some streams, it looks like it can be pretty fun. They also introduced a new character, Reyna, Reyna, from Mexico, who looks kind of like Sombra from Overwatch, whose name rhymes with Loba.
I'm sure that's a coinky dink. I'm sure that's absolutely a coinky dink.
Yeah, you got to have that visual connection. I just want to see Sombra, Loba, and Reyna, get together, have a party or something.
I'm sure
they all have teleports. They all have teleport abilities.
You can go on the internet and you can find that on the internet.
They all have teleport abilities. What is up with this? What is?
Yeah, that's so just you just gotta find the right website, and I'm sure you'll find the party they're having.
Oh, that's a different party. That's a party that Amazon's Crucible is not into.
What?
I don't know. I was reading this article. So all the news that we get is coming from today. It's coming from Kotaku and also Polygon. But this is a story from Kotaku. And I talked about Crucible a little bit last week. I've played a little bit more matches actually with the friends. So it made a huge difference. My friend is into League of Legends, a huge MOBA player. And we were able to dissect what on earth is wrong with this game. Number one, there are no team chat tools. That's right. This game does not have A, voice chat, but B, even simpler, there is no keyboard hex chat.
Like,
yes,
there's no way to communicate with your teammates.
There is no way. There is a ping system that is only consistent of press the mouse wheel in to ping. That's it. It does not even actually show your teammates. Like if you mark a point on the map, it does not show your teammates like, hey, we need to go here.
That sucks.
It's special. So it's special on that level. Also, there's some huge balance issues with a couple of the characters just being way, way too OP. But on the other hand, we both walked away still like, yo, let's play another round. Let's go play another game. Like overall, it's still fun. It's kind of weird. It's good at what it does in terms of being pretty decent. Nothing bad. It just needs improvement. And I don't know how much more time this game has to improve because Twitch, I saw it and it was just like, yo, 344 viewers last night.
It doesn't seem to be doing all that well, to be honest. But I mean, we'll see where it goes. Because if it doesn't start getting a community, doesn't start and more importantly for the company making money, they'll probably just kill it, right?
I could see this game being killed in if a year, probably a couple more months.
A game died really fast before I got a chance to play it. Lawbreakers.
Oh, that's right. Wait, was that the Cliff Bleszinski one?
Yeah,
with the anti-gravity or something.
Exactly. Yeah. So
what happened?
It just didn't catch on. It died. It didn't catch on. It couldn't get a player base, and they killed it.
And I remember the heroes looked, because it was more Overwatchy than, it wasn't a MOBA or anything, but it was very Overwatchy, and with the Twitch kind of like Unreal Tournament kind of shooting, right?
I think it had hero abilities, but it was way more arena shooter focused. So you had a class. Mm-hmm. Of I would say an ability class, and there was a good guy that had that ability, and then they had a bad guy who had the same ability. So no matter what team you were on, you always that class was available for the team. If that makes sense.
That makes sense. But it's really hard to tell who's who. Not who's who, but if your team has the same guy, like I guess they're highlighted in blue as opposed to red or something like that.
Well, it's the same. Like it's just a different character, but
Okay.
they have the same ability. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah. So it was like the idea was to have an even match of teams, and each team had the same loadout essentially,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and then you would just play like an anti-grav arena shooter.
Which I
And
remember.
yeah, I really wanted to play it, but I just didn't. I discovered the soundtrack on Spotify recently, and it's really good. It has a really good soundtrack, but that game is dead. So
Like I remember seeing footage from it, not footage, but gameplay when it came out, and I'm just like recalling this from my memories. But it was like the anti-grav stuff. A lot of people really liked. That was really fun and unique. But like I think there was like an issue where, unlike Overwatch, because that was the game that it drew the most comparisons to, because it came out like a year after Overwatch, like kind of really closely. But people were just
yeah,
like, "Yo, man, these heroes look kind of generic. I can't tell like who I'm shooting on the map." Like, because like in Overwatch, if you see a hero, you know the ability that's going to be coming towards you. But apparently in this case, they're just like, I couldn't tell what the hero was, so I didn't know what I was actually going up against. So it just boiled down to just just shooting. So I don't know. It seems like maybe I don't know what do you do with games like this? Do you keep them going as much as possible, or do you just fold as fast as possible and count your losses?
well, as a company, like you have to determine. I don't run a business, but like you have to obviously make money on the product like that you've made,
Right, right.
and then if it's not making money immediately, I think they have to decide like, okay, maybe we can run this game at a loss for X amount of months, and
Hmm.
if it doesn't turn around after that, then we have to shut the game because we're just losing money. We have to pay people, but we're not making money.
That's true. That's true. And another
So
game, I was gonna say
yeah,
another game that last week after we podcast or whatever, like Love Plus Every got axed,
mm-hmm.
and
Yeah. So that'll be done in a couple months too.
yeah, I actually ended up. So after hearing that, I ended up downloading it and playing it. It's actually very interesting because all of it's voice acted. If you played Love Plus, apparently it's just like Love Plus. You have a little VR mode, so you're actually pointing and swiping on the phone, or you're using the accelerometer. And I'm assuming you can actually play it in VR as well. I don't know. I thought it was well done, but there's no real way to kind of make money off of like. There's no real
Yeah.
gotcha like.
Well, there is like some kind of cash shop or anything. Do you know what you get? Like, why would you spend money on that game?
I don't know. I haven't gotten to that part yet. They've showed me like you can only do X amount of things per day, kind of thing, like like a stamina system. But I haven't seen what you can do for the girls because I'm just gonna assume you can buy
Like
clothes,
outfits, maybe?
outfits, or
Yeah.
something, which you don't really need to do if you're just playing the game normally. I don't know. I'll keep playing it until until I
Until it
get
dies.
until I get bored of it.
You played Love Plus like on the 3DS or anything?
No, no. I've always wanted to play it.
This is
I've
your
always
first
wanted
time playing it?
yeah, I've always wanted to see what it's about.
Because I played Love Plus on the DS, and then I played Love Plus Plus, or sorry, New Love Plus on the 3DS. I played
Mm-hmm.
both of them, and they're fun. Like, they're really good games. They're really easy dating sims to get through. You don't need to have really, really good Japanese to understand the story.
Mm.
And I think the girls are kind of cute, right? So
Yeah, yeah, they
I,
definitely had
yeah,
the girl who's in your class in high school, and then there's the girl below your class, and then there's the
they're
girl,
just senpai.
the
Yeah,
senpai who's working at Baito. She's like, everyone thinks of me as an adult, and I chose her, but her voice is
yeah.
much older. I'm like, what the? This is not the voice of someone who's in your age. No.
Yeah, so the three girls in Love Plus are like they fit certain roles. So you have the girl younger than you. She's the tsundere type. So she's kind of mean at first, but then she starts to warm up to you.
Okay.
And then the girl in your class is like the prim and proper nice girl.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then the girl that's your senpai, she's kind of like the only chan type, right? Like
Yeah,
help take care of you.
Yeah, the older sister kind of type. What does that say
Yeah.
about me? Darn it! What does that say?
I don't know, dude.
Uh, well, we'll move past my preferences in girls and women. Phew. Well, we're at our limit break.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still need to finish that. I still need to finish it.
I need to get a limit break sound effect, actually. That'd be a good one.
What is the limit break sound effect?
Like where it fills up when it's like ding, and
Ching,
then
ching.
there's the charge up noise, like when you know what I mean, the charge up noise when you trigger it, and then
No, no. I'll have to.
no,
I'll have to listen to it. This is in. Is this in remake as well?
no, it's just in the original one.
Okay, okay. That's what I was thinking. I was like, man, I kind of maybe remember it. We should get that sound effect so we can break our limits. Anyways, everyone, thanks for listening this week, and especially last week, or whoever you are, wherever you are. Thank you so much for listening to the podcast. We just want to be like, yo, you all are amazing. And I don't know. You can always follow us on UGP_cast on Twitter and Instagram. You can check out our YouTube channel at Unknown Games Podcast. We put up of some video of me and Alex playing Phantom. Goodness, I can't say it. Phantom Breaker.
Phantom Breaker, yeah.
There we go. Phantom Breaker BG. And I think we'll probably do another one this weekend. So if you want to hop into the stream over at NinjaTrixta, then I found out NinjaTrixta is actually some weird product. Anyways, Twitch NinjaTrixta, it's in the show notes. Go ahead. We'll be there. Anything else you got, Alex? Anything you want to say?
Nope. I mean, just be good to each other and be safe out there no matter what you're doing, and I don't know, play video games.
There you go. There we have it. So this week has been pretty calm, and like we said, do what you do, be safe, have fun, enjoy life, go play some video games, and remember, you set the tone. I said that backwards this time, so say that first. Anyways, we'll see you next week for episode number 36 of the Unknown Games Podcast. Peace.
All right, peace.